Hello everyone, my name is Lauren Havens, and this is my Week 5 presentation for Professor Fontaine's Methods of Elementary Math and Science course. The first week of this course, I decided to go with a fun Life Under the Sea theme. I chose this theme in hopes that I could take my first grade students on an underwater exploration of the sea. And to spark their imagination and creativity, I have created a unit full of learning materials, interactive activities, and ocean-themed learning centers. This is my binder that I have created for the course. I put the label on the side over here that it says Ocean Thematic Unit. That way when it is on the shelf with each of my other units, I will be able to go to it quickly. To start it out, I have my Life Under the Sea thematic unit description. I just have the description of the unit along with all of the pictures and materials and the teaks that were used. And I also have copies of the worksheets that'll go along with it in this last folder here. That way I can quickly go to it and make as many copies as I need. The next part of my binder is my math calendar board, which you see up here. And I have just a description of the board and each activity that goes along with it, along with the pictures and the teaks for it. And the next part of the binder is my math learning stations, which we will go over later. And for each of those, there are 3 of them. I have the description, the materials, and the teaks for those as well. And the last part of my binder is my science learning stations. There are 2 of those, and I have the descriptions, materials, and the how-tos, and the teaks for those. So, that is my binder. And these are my calendar math boards. And the first activity we have is the monthly calendar. And I will, for all of these activities, they have Velcro dots, so I can remove them and it's easy to manipulate for the students. For the first one, I will have the student come to the front of the class, and I have the pocket here that has all of the date cards in it. And they will choose the correct date card and put it on the calendar. And then I will have that same student turn to the front of the class and tell the class what the day is. So here it was November the 15th, 2014. And then they will come down here, and I have the dry erase marker, and they will actually write in the month, the day, and the year on there. And the next part is the days of the week. And I have 3 different sections here. The first one is yesterday was, today is, and tomorrow will be. And I have the days of the week cards. So the student will come up here and they will say today is Saturday. Then they will go through here and find the card for yesterday was, which is Friday, and tomorrow will be Sunday. And then that student will return to their desk. For each of the activities, I'll call a different student up so they can all be involved in each activity. The next one is titled Months of the Year, and I have all of the different months of the year here along with the month is strip. So, and this will be over here. So whenever they come up here, they will decide whatever month it is. And when I created this, it was November, so I will just stick it next to that. And then on to the next part, we have today's weather. I have the different circle weather cards here, and we have snowy, windy, sunny, rainy, stormy, and cloudy. So, and then these are the cards that go along with these. So they will decide, we'll put the card here, say it's snowy outside, and then they will find the card from these that matches that and put that up there. Whoop. And then the next activity is the days in school. This just shows us how many days we've been in school. So say for the day before, we had been in school 38 days. So what they will do now is come down to this card and decide if we were in school 38 days yesterday, and then today would be 39 days. So they will take this off, put this back in here, and put the 9 up here. And they will count out. This is 10, 20, 30, and we had 8 straws here from yesterday, so to make 39, we would need 1 more straw. And they will put that there. And then say for the next day, we will be at 40 days, so we will have 10 more straws here. We would tie these together, move this over here, change this to a 4 and this to a 0. And the last part is count to 100. And this activity corresponds with the days in school. So all of this one is take the dry erase marker, and 39 days, we would just come next to 38 and write 39. And that is it for the calendar math board. So my first math learning station activity is titled Sea Creature Bunny Matchup. And it's a file folder game. And I have just taken these sea star coin cards and laminated them to the file folder along with little Velcro dots next to them. And the student will have this that goes along with it. It describes how they do it. The teaks are on the back, and then my Krabby Scent cards are in here. So they will take these cards out, and when they come to the station, they'll open their file folder. They will use the dry erase marker at the station to write their name at the top, and they will have their Krabby Scent cards, and they will count over here and then find the correct crab card that matches. And this first one was $1, so they will take it and put it next to that. And the next one is 51 cents. They just take it and put it on there. And then once they have finished and matched each of them up, I'll have a digital camera at each station, and they will take a picture of their completed work. That way, once everybody has finished their activity, I can go back and look at each student's progress on their work. And then once they're finished, they will use the dry erase supplies at each station, erase their name, take all of these off, put it back in the little folder here, and then make sure to keep everything together, and then put it back in here. And the next activity is my Sea Creature Fact Families. This is another file folder game. And in here I have the Sea Creature Fact Family How-To and the teaks that go along with it. For this activity, the students will take these out, and so we pick the Krabby card first, the 6, 5, and 11. They will find a crab card on the folder. They will use the dry erase marker at the station, and they will create their fact family sentences. So say for this one, they would put 6 plus 5 equals 11, or 5 plus 6 equals 11, or 11 minus 5 equals 6, or 11 minus 6 equals 5. And then they would just go through until they have used each of these. And they will also write their name at the top of this one too, because when they're finished, they are going to take a picture of this too, so we can track their progress on that. Once they're finished, they will erase everything and put the cards back in the folder and return it. The next one is the Sea Creature Spinning Graph. It's another file folder game. I have the baggie here with the Sea Creature Spinning Graph how-to with the teaks. And I have my spinner here. And what they'll do for this one is, again, they'll use the dry erase marker to put their name on it. And they will, each sea creature over here is also on the spin graph. And they will spin. The spinner doesn't work very good, but they'll spin 10 times. And each time they'll make a little mark here next to what they landed on. And then once they've finished, they will come down here to the bottom, and there are 5 questions here. Which had the most? If they take the crab plus the fish, how many will they have? Which had the least? Whales plus starfish, and how many altogether? And then once they're finished with this, they'll take another picture, and then they will erase everything, put everything back in its folder. And the next 2 are for my science learning station. The first one is titled Animal Habitats. And I have, let's see, the forest, the ocean, the farm, and a pond. And I have put little Velcro dots on this again. They will write their name on this. My baggie again with Animal Habitats how-to with the teaks on the back. And I have my animal cards in here, so they'll pull these out. And I have all sorts of different animals. Cows, fish, birds. And they will pick the first one, take it, and they will have to figure out which habitat each animal belongs to. So the cow here belongs at the farm. The pig, the farm. So once they have put all animals on here, they will take a picture and, again, just remove all of this, remove their name, put the animals back in the envelope and back in the baggie. And then my last activity is titled Sink or Float. And for this activity, I have a tub here, the tub, and then we will fill it with water. And then this is a little basket for our sink or float items. So this one is also a file folder game. On this side, we will put the things that sink, and on this side, the things that float. The baggie with the directions, the teaks, and on the inside, I have my floating cards, my sinking cards, but when we start this, we can either do this activity as a group or they can do it individually, either way. I'll also have another basket. I will put the cards in there. So the first student will pick an item out of here. Say we pick the spoon. We will take the actual spoon, I don't have it here, but out of the object basket, and we will test it. We will put it in the water, and we will all determine whether the spoon sank or float. And then we will put this over here. Then they will choose the next item. This one is a screw. So we will do the same thing. We will put it in the water, and then once we've determined, we will put it on here. And we will go through each of the items until we have completed all of them. And let me just take them off. Put those back in there. And then once we're finished, we'll sort these back into the correct envelope here. Put this all back in here. And that is it for my unit. One of the things that I like the most, and if it's available at your school, I think is an awesome idea, is the use of the digital cameras at each station, because we all know we can't be at every station with each student all the time. So with the digital camera, it allows them to take a picture of their work, and we can review it later. The parents can review it if they have any questions on their progress, and it just kind of helps us keep up with each of them when we can't be with each of them individually all the time. So I hope y'all have enjoyed, and appreciate y'all watching. Thank you.